All right, after this gewaldige break, we now continue B'siyata Deshmaya, Perek Ches. That's what we're holding. Perek Ches, join us for Tanya Perek Ches. Let's understand a little bit of what's going on over here. We're going to discuss many things. One of the things we're going to be discussing is the tumah, the impurity that comes on a person that does something that is the opposite of the Ratzon Hashem. Just to fill in the oilam again with where we're holding so we can jump right into it in Perek Ches. We discussed what happens if a person eats something 100% kosher. He eats an item that it's got a great hechsher, it's kosher 100%. His kavanah, his intentions were wrong, right? That's what we discussed. Now we're going to flip the coin, and we're now going to discuss things that are poshet treif, non-kosher. Let's have a go. V'oid, and furthermore, meaning, in addition to what we explained in the previous perek, that meichles asuris, something also is intrinsically, right, is be'etzem also, and it makes a person tomei, right? V'oid zois b'meichles asuris, shelakach nikroim b'shem issa. Why is it called, why does it have the name meichles asuris, issa, mipnei, sha'af mi sha'ochel meichel issa b'loi hoida. What's the din of a person that eats? What's the din of a person that eats something treif, something not kosher, but he doesn't know it's treif? He thinks it's kosher. It's mamish eating treif. He has no idea, okay? L'shem shamayim. And he eats it l'shem shamayim. He eats it l'shem HaKadosh Baruch Hu, la'avoid Hashem, b'koyach achila. He mamish wants to have more koyach in tefillah, he wants to have more koyach in seder. That's why he's doing it. And that's the kavanah when he eats the item, which is 100% treif. He just doesn't know about it. V'gam, Paul va'osakein, and he does it. He has a better seder, a better mincha from it. It gives him energy. From that koyach ha'achila that which you got, which was treif. Ein hachiyus sheba oila umislabeshes betevus hatoy v'atfilah k'moya heta. We learned that when a person eats with the right kavanah, so what happens is the achilas heta that he has goes into, sort of gives energy to the koyach of the tefillah, to the koyach of the Torah that he's learning. When you eat something treif, even with the right kavanah, since intrinsically it's asa, that's what the Baal Tanya is telling us, since it's called the issa, because even if you don't know about it, since the cheftza is a chayfet shel issa, so it doesn't help you to hide it with the right kavanah, right? It's interesting, what would be the kasha of someone that eats something treif, b'koach nefesh, right? Someone's in a situation, he has to eat treif, b'koach nefesh. It's a mitzvah for him. He can machal Shabbos such a thing. What din would that have? But anyway, the point is that it's just, I'm just bringing that up. The point is that he's saying that even if a person eats something treif with the wrong kavanah, it's intrinsically treif. Mipnei isura bidei hasitra achla misholish klipas atmeus. Because at the end of the day, the issa that he has is in the hands of the sitra achla, which is of the three klipas atmeus. Va'afilu hu issa d'Rabbanan. Even at the end of the day, the food that he ate is only in Issa D'Rabbanan. It's the same halacha. Shechamurim divrei sofim yosem divrei Torah. It's chomo divrei sofim D'Rabbanan, even more than divrei Torah, which is why a person has to be extremely careful to make sure what he eats is kosher, to make sure what he eats is eaten with the right kavanah. Otherwise, that is going to be a problem, because it's going to come to problems with what he does afterwards. V'lechein, gama yetzahore v'koyach hamisaveh. Not only is it dvarim achila, things that you eat, but even the Yetzirah and the koyach of taivas that a person has to do the things that we all know he should not be doing, who is, and I quote the Lashon of the Zohar Kodesh, Shed Mishedim Nuchroin. It's the Lashon that the Zohar calls, in English I guess it would be called foreign demons, but it's what the Zohar Kodesh calls, is the koyach of the tumah of the goyim. Shu Yetzirah shel umas ha'olam, it's the Yetzirah of the goyim, shenafshoseyim misholish klipas hatmeos. That the neshama comes from the sholish klipas hatmeos. That means any temptation that you have to do an avera, to do something wrong, comes from a very external, negative koyach, which the Zohar HaKadosh calls a shade, and your nefesh bahamas from klipas noiga is very much naturally drawn towards that which it wants to. Which is not the case by the Yetzirah and the koyach of taiva for things that are mutter, just because you want to fill up your stomach. For example, I want to eat that steak. I love steak. I just want to have a steak. For no reason that I want to fill up my stomach with a steak. It's 100% kosher. That also comes from the wrong place. But that's who, as the Lashon Zoya, Shed Mishedim Yehudoin. It comes from the Jewish demon, so to speak, from the Klipas Noiga. That's the Klipas Noiga. So when a person's eating a good steak and he's enjoying himself, he's not doing it Shem Shemayim, he's not doing it for davening, he's not doing it for learning, he's Pasha doing it because he likes the steak. That's Klipas Noiga. He's feeding the Klipas Noiga. Right? That's what it is. We learned this previously, if you remember, that you can go, Perek Zayin, we spoke about this, that you could take that wrong kavana and you could be mal of it, you can lift it up to the right place. Before you do that wonderful tshuva, which we spoke about last time, who's sitra achra uklipa, since it wasn't carried out for a higher purpose, it wasn't done for the right way, it's lamaisa sitra achra uklipa. V'gam achar kach hirshimu memenu nisha dover baguf. That means even if at the end of the day it went to avodas Hashem, which means that the food that you ate taka went to the kedusha, it still needs a tikkun. Because it's left, there's an impression of the kesem of tumah that's left on your body. Liyos, take of dam. Just like when you eat something, straight after eating it, immediately it becomes a chelik of your guf. It goes into the blood. And that's why when a person eats something not with the right intentions, his body will require after 120 years what we call chibut hakeva. What we spoke about, the four malachim come and schlep you out and they bang you up and down. Right? There's a famous Maisa with Reb Chaim Kanievsky Zatzal that there was a Baal Tshuva that went over to him and asked him for a bracha for a shidduch. And you know how it goes with Reb Chaim. Anyone that was ever there or saw people that did go, it's mamish quick. There's no time, right? The gaboim shoving one after the other. This Baal Tshuva came in and he asked a bracha for a shidduch. And Reb Chaim says to him, Lo sevashel gedi b'chalei v'moy, which is the pasuk meaning you're not allowed to eat basar v'chalav or mix basar v'chalav or cook basar v'chalav, whatever. And he's like, huh? And by Friday even chap, like, gone, next. He missed the bracha for the shidduch. Like, what happened? So he asked one of his rebbeim. His rebbeim said, obviously Reb Chaim, obviously knew something or saw something. And he asked him all different shalos about his life, his anhagas achayim, whatever. And he found out that this boy, he keeps basar v'chalav, but he's not so much when waiting 6 hours. Like, sometimes if he's hungry for a bit of milk after meat, like, doesn't care. He doesn't care to have a coffee. They were like, how did Reb Chaim know that? So they went back to Bnei Brak. They asked Reb Chaim, Rebbe, how did you know that? He said, what do you mean? The Zohar Kodesh says that when a person eats basar v'chalav, there's a gedi printed on his forehead. I saw it. I saw the gedi. I saw it on him. Then this is mamish what the Baal Tanya is talking about. When you eat something with the wrong kavana, even it's the rabbanon, which is what that was. There's a reshima, there's a kesem, there's something that remains, a stain that remains on you, and that needs to have a tikkun. Lenakoiso, letaroi, mutumoso shekibu bahanos, oilam azeh, v'tanugov, mitumas klipas noiga, v'shedim yehudayin. Again, we're not talking about eating issa. We're not talking about eating treif, eating something kosher. But because you did it in the wrong place and the wrong kavana, you have to clean it up. You have to matar it from the tumah that it received from having ano in this world, and the tanugim from tumas klipas noiga v'shedim yudayin. Unless you're someone that never had any hana from this world, and the only person is of course Rabbeinu HaKodesh, that when he left the world, we know the Gemara tells us, the Gemara Ksubas Taf Kuf Dalet, that when Rabbeinu HaKodesh died, right before he died, he lifted up all 10 fingers and Rabbeinu Shalom Goli V'Adol Lefanecha. I worked with my 10 fingers in Torah. It was never ever nana from this world, even a small tiny finger. Good kasha. Why would the Baal Tanya bring something like that, which is mamish, not negate to like yichidim shebador mamish? But upon him, that's what it is. Now tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem, we're going to move on not only to achila, not only to taivas, but we're going to talk about the speech that you speak. Very important that the speech that you speak, not only is it dvarim asurim you have to be careful of, but even dvarim that have no issa whatsoever, the Baal Tanya is going to be dorish from you, is going to demand from you that you make sure you know what you're saying, to make sure that everything you do is for Kedusha Be'ez Hashem. Join us tomorrow, Shkoyach.